Greetings. Welcome to another episode of the Insightful Living channel where myself, Stephen Harvey, licensed therapist, just come on here to share some knowledge, share my experience, share my expertise with different prevalent issues that come up in my practice. All right. Issues dealing within your personal life, your professional life, your romantic life. Okay, you can look me up on Psychology Today or the agency that I direct, helptoadjust.com. Today, I'm going to address an issue that comes up very often with a lot of my individual clients who I work with. And this is called people pleasing. A lot of my clients say I am a people pleaser, and I do not know how to stop. I don't know how to address that. All right, people who feel bad, or they feel like they are compelled to always be there for other people's needs and wants. Okay, and I'm just here to maybe share a few ways of how to think about that, right? Maybe a few other perspectives that you can adopt to help you overcome being what is called a people pleaser, which is someone who you are just compelled to address people's needs and to help people out to a fault. To a fault, meaning that you're so busy helping other people and overextending yourself for other people that you are neglecting your own personal responsibilities, family responsibilities. That's basically what a people pleaser is. Okay? So, I'm going to share this with you, right? We can think about it like this. When someone is calling on us, so check this out. I'm going to share this with you. There is a thin line between someone actually needing help and someone attempting to hustle you or get over on you. Thin line. Some people, they really have exhausted pretty much all of what they could do. And as a last resort, they call on you to see if you can maybe point them in the right direction. But they've done the legwork, so to speak. They've done the work. All right? Other people, they haven't done the work. And they say, oh, well, I know so-and-so is always willing and ready to help. So instead of me even taking one step toward my own outcome or my own goal, let me just call you. And I know you're going to jump out and take 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, jump out the window, so to speak. All right. And I can just kick back and relax and let you do the work. See, that's a hustle. That's a hustle. Very important that you know the difference. Okay. So that's one way to look at it. You got to really use your discernment. Okay. And one of the things you can do to filter out whether someone is trying to hustle you or whether they really need your help is give them a task or two to do first as a prerequisite before you intervene and come in and provide help. So if someone says, hey, I need a job, I've been going through, I need some money. Okay, so you tell them, get your resume together and research and look up about 5 to 10 jobs that you're interested in getting, and then we will devise a plan on how to put you on. Whatever, you could think of whatever. Just think of something for them to do to show and prove to you that they have a vested interest in their own goal. All right? That's a way that you can know who's serious and who just want to kick back and relax and watch you do the work. And then guess what? You put them on with the job, or you get them the money, or you help them out, and they haven't personally grown. They're probably going to put themselves in a position again to need help. And that moves me to my other point. Sometimes when we're so quick to help people, we are robbing them of the experience of relying on their own creativity, their own resourcefulness, their own capacity to figure things out. We're robbing them of the experience of being introduced to their own potential. So let's say someone calls you and they just kind of have this dire story, like you're their last hope, and if you don't come through for them, I don't know, they gonna, go down, or it's gonna be over for them, whatever that means, right? You're not gonna die, more than likely. You're gonna still be here. You're gonna get through this just like how you got through everything else. Okay, so that's something that you gotta keep in mind. So what if someone calls you and they're telling you how dire their situation is? You will be very much within your right to say, hey, listen, you will overcome and get through this. I have confidence and faith in you that you will overcome and get through this just like you have overcome everything else you've been through. Okay? You can let it, and that's it. That's really all you have to say to them. All right? Because people will figure it out. That person that is calling you for that assistance, they've been in other tough situations in their lives that they figured out. This situation right here that they're calling you with is no different. So just think about that. If you're always jumping out there to save the day and be savior, what about them being introduced to their own potential and their own resourcefulness, their own capacity to figure things out? What about that? But we're not giving them the experience because we're just so quick to jump out there and be savior. Okay? And that's another thing. Now I'm going to get a little spiritual here. All right? You're not anyone's savior. Their savior is within them. All that I need is within me now. Their savior, quote unquote, their help, their support is within them. The energy that they have dwelling in them that's keeping their heart pumping, that has their brain moving in the way that it moves, all their systems working together. That higher, should I say, divine intelligence that's operative in them, that is their support. That's their savior. Not you, but they want to overlook that and just call you. These are just things I want you to think about. All right? I want you to think about this. I heard a quote, a great quote by Steve Jobs. Okay? The late Steve Jobs, who created the iPhone, created the company of Apple. He said, in order to be great at anything, you have to get comfortable at saying no. Because in order to conjure up the level of focus that's needed to do anything on a high level, you cannot be pulled and directed in every which way. You have to get great at saying no. And he said that's why a lot of successful people get a bad rap, because saying no is not necessarily a pleasing gesture. But you have to, because it's almost like sometimes we can allow people to take us off of our assignment on what we need to do. Now check this out. Our assignment and what we need to do could be or should be tied with our purpose. Our purpose stems from our creator, whoever you call your creator. So now if I'm working on my purpose, my responsibilities, that's tied with my creator, okay? And someone calls on me and texts me for my time, my focus, and I put my assignment down and go serve them or go help them, an argument could be made that we're allowing that person to come in between us and our creator. Because our creator set forth an assignment for us to execute. Certain maybe personal improvement or responsibilities that we have to do to get to our destination. But we're going to put that down and moving every which way, helping everyone else. An argument can be made that would be us allowing others to come in between us and our creator. Think about it like that. Also, could we be robbing these people the opportunity to be introduced to their own divine power to figure out their situation? We want to play savior. Let's allow them to play savior to their situation. Okay? So I just want to give you a few ways to think about this whole people-pleasing thing so that you don't feel compelled to overextend yourself to help people. People are their own help. people will figure it out. You don't want to be helping people to the point where you are undermining your own responsibilities. Why? Because as long as you keep giving, people are going to keep asking to no end. And you can, as they say, run yourself ragged. And you think, I don't know. I don't know if I don't think that's a wise way to be. So next time someone calls you, you want to be thinking about this. Hey, you know what? You will get through it. Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm unable to support at this time. I have some business that I'm focusing on, that I'm immersed in, that I cannot, take my attention away. Or you don't pick up the phone, or you just don't answer. It's all right. You're busy. You're busy. You can be busy. You don't have to be on call for people. At what point is your responsibilities prioritized? We got to think about that too. What you have to do, your life, your state, your mental, emotional state is very important as well. Why should you need to put your state, put your responsibilities to the back, and now allow someone else's issue and concern to be pushed up front, and yours has to be pushed to the back? Think about that. What you have to do is important as well. Your responsibilities shouldn't be susceptible to other people's emergencies or needs. To where you're working, you focus, and as soon as somebody calls and say they're in need, now you have to put down what you're doing. You have to stop your momentum and redirect your energy over here. Come on now. That's not prioritizing ourselves. And I always have a quote: to keep God first is to keep you first. To honor God is to honor you. Are we keeping ourselves first? Are we prioritizing ourselves while pushing our agenda to the back whenever someone calls or asks for our help? They will get through it. All things work themselves out. All the time. Everything always works itself out. Tell them that. Everything always works itself out. So play this video again. I want to give you some different thinking around how to respond when people are asking you for your help, asking you for your money, asking you for your efforts, your support, your connections, your contacts. Give them something to do. Give them some prerequisite tasks to show you that they're really serious about the help that they say that they are in so much need of. Just tell them, hey, listen, I'm unable to. That's part of their own personal growth and self-development too. We want to make sure we're not enabling, but we are empowering. Enabling is, hey, anytime somebody mess up, I'm going to just come there and save the day. They didn't grow. They didn't change. Okay? All right? Just some different thinking. Okay? Because I want you to show up for yourself. All right? Please yourself. The great late Reverend Ike said the best help we can do for others is to become the best version of ourselves. If you want to help someone, become the best version of you, so that now you are presenting the best version of yourself to the world. I love you. Thank you for tapping in to another episode of the Insightful Living channel. Until next time, take care. Peace.